I will destroy you.
So weak.
I will destroy you. You finally got what you deserve. I will destroy you.
I really wish things would have gone differently.
You can't survive my wrath!
You can finally rest, Susano.
This story takes place a long time ago, in another world, where talented warriors, trained in martial arts by the gods they worshipped, protected the people from criminals and demons. These warriors were called samurai. This tale finds its roots in the village of Aki, where, according to legend, samurai were blessed by the raven god Tengu. It is said that the samurai were able to defeat their opponents with a single blow. Their leader, Susano, was an unrivaled fighter, master of the arts of winds and storms. She was so fierce and brutal on the battlefield that she could be mistaken for a man, a beast, or even a monster. A bitter rivalry between the two commanders of the Aki and Natsu clans escalated into a violent war that plagued their villages for many years and showed no signs of stopping anytime soon. At the heart of this unending chaos starts the tale of the samurai Jinmu, an orphan raised by Susano. One day, in the village of the Raven, our hero was finishing his training. As he'd done since a young age, Jinmu warmed up in the dojo, following the training required by the village chief. He was the most promising disciple. He put in quite the effort, firmly hoping to one day play his part in the protection of his people. He knew this for sure. The Natsu clan leader, Amaterasu, was no man to call a truce. Jinmu knew the origin of the Natsu clan like the back of his hand. Like everyone else, he was aware that Susanoo's eternal rival had betrayed her twice, turning against his own allies and mercilessly slaughtering his comrades to satisfy his selfish desires. It was because of Amaterasu that Jinmu had lost both his father and his mother, whom he had never known, and so Susanoo had to raise him in their stead. Yet, it was not out of vengeance that Jinmu wished to fight, but to protect his own. It was from this unwavering determination that he drew his strength. Jinmu's training was coming to an end.
Finally catching up, eh, little raven? Boast all you want. You weren't that... I won!
His confidence was not misplaced. None of his seniors or superiors could defeat him. But even though Jinmu outstripped all his peers, he still hadn't managed to surpass his master.
Jinmu, at last you've arrived.
I've been ready for a long...
I expected nothing less from...
I won!
What spirit you have. Sometimes you remind me.
I'm sure I can.
That arrogance it reminds me of. No.
Does that mean I can join?
Very well. You will join the fight against the Natsu clan, but I know your heart is good, but have no mercy for these traitors. Your training is complete, and I can now give you your weapon. The katana is a samurai's best ally. Take care of it, and carry it with you wherever you go.
Weeks passed, and unfortunately war broke out once again. It was time to head out to battle. The Aki clan advanced through the valley to respond to the Natsu attack, and Jinmu hastened to join Akiku and his fellow samurai. But he lost track of his friend, and naively plunged into enemy lines to find her. Jinmu soon faced a formidable opponent.
The traitors of Aki!
Did he just call us traitors? Why? They're the traitors. What? Fire?
Despite Tengu's protection, a fire seemed to have broken out. Who?
Well, well, well. A raven who's still standing. But since you're here, be...
Amaterasu, the leader of the Natsu clan himself.
Jinmu had to face the samurai of the sun, blessed by the goddess Kitsune, a formidable and experienced...
You're a little more skilled than the others, but you're starting to tire. Don't be disappointed. It's normal to bow. No one's been able to blow on me in ages. It's just luck. The weaklings I've faced over the years have made me let my guard down. It won't happen again.
I can keep standing up to you. Jinmu.
Jinmu. The fire of war will only be extinguished when Susanoo frees my daughter.
A Natsu woman in the Aki...
You're fighting her war without even knowing this? You must think your intentions are noble, but your savage beast of a leader has more blood on her. She doesn't care about you. She knows that I will eliminate...
You're spouting nonsense.
Because she only listens to her rage.
Wait!
Still trembling, Jinmu looked around him. The battle was over. Despite significant losses, Aki had come out on top. Yet despite this victory, thoughts collided in Jinmu's head.
What was he talking about? His daughter? Could it be that grandmother has been hiding things from me? All these corpses. As many Aki as Natsu. Is
Jinmu, you're back! Not We managed to push back the Natsu. Come.
The Natsu will eventually come back, and this... Why not seek...
Jinmu, you know very well that it's not possible. I exhausted my kindness and patience a long time ago.
I think I have a
Ah, here lies. You must not listen to him.
That's not it. There is...
Enough! You must do as I...
Grandmother.
Ah, you cannot understand. It's too soon. I'll overlook your impertinence this time.
We have to set her...
It's impossible! You're...
Impossible? I think the mistake comes from your blind, stubborn... Jinmu, please stop!
You know the punishment for mute.
You leave me no choice.
You don't understand. Give up and I can forgive...
I can't move anymore.
Jinmu, you... Go. I can... Take your weapon. March...
And so Susanoo banished Jinmu from the village and exiled him to the mountains. Jinmu felt completely lost. The history of his clan, the atrocities committed by Amaterasu, Susanoo's just cause. Where was the truth in all of this? And where were the lies? Who was his daughter? What was the real reason for this conflict? He remembered very well the story his grandmother had told him. In ancient times, Amaterasu had received the blessing of the mischievous goddess Kitsune in exchange for his blind devotion and unwavering submission. He then began to massacre all those who did not join her cult. That was the origin of this endless conflict. At least that's what Jinmu had been convinced of. Until yesterday. Now he wasn't sure of anything anymore. Did death, lifeless bodies, pain, and cruelty really have a meaning? Deep in Jinmu's soul, a conviction was beginning to emerge. This war was futile and it could be stopped. And while he was lost in his thoughts, Jinmu continued to advance toward the mountains. The grass became snow as the fresh air of the valley gradually gave way to the icy cold of the peaks. Without realizing it, Jinmu had arrived to the mountains. Legend had it that it was beyond these summits that the abode of the gods was located, and that before inhabiting the valleys, the first samurai had trodden this same snow. But today, it would have been surprising for anyone to inhabit such an...
I can't go any further. Where am I? I must have...
Young Raven, the wind...
Who are you? Here? How can anyone survive in these forbidden mountains? No matter.
No one would have the strength to survive the storm of Orochi without my protection. Young samurai.
My name is Jinmu.
A ronin?
Because I disobeyed my chief's orders. Grandmother Susano preferred to send me away.
Susano. So you are the grandson of Susano. In any case...
You don't look very young.
Insolent! I still have...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let that be
With the exchange of blows, Jinmu...
your necklace.
What? But it's...
That's a beautiful irony of fate. Your story is, in a way... Long before you were born, I was the first human to meet the gods who came from their garden across the Bridge of Destiny. They taught me the art of the blade to protect mankind, and in turn, I passed on this knowledge to my peers so that they could continue this sacred mission. We took the name of samurai. Under our watch, peace reigned, and the world was in harmony. You know them as mortal enemies, but at the time, Amaterasu and Susano were my two best disciples. There was a healthy rivalry between them, and they were close as only a brother and a sister can be. Time passed, and each started their own family. Susano adopted an abandoned child and raised him as her son. That was your father Oku. As for Amaterasu, I agreed to give him the hand of my heiress, with whom he then had a single daughter, Kushina. Life could have kept flowing quietly like this, but one day, my daughter fell gravely ill. Amaterasu prayed to the gods to save his wife, but in vain. He then turned to me, begging me to let him enter the garden of the gods to heal her with the divine water. But my loyalty to the gods came first, even before my daughter, and I refused his request. Amaterasu never forgave me, and thus his pain turned into hatred. This was when Kitsune, the fox goddess, chose to pour her venom into the ear of this suffering man. She promised him the survival of his beloved and the power to protect her. In return, Amaterasu had to commit to devoting himself exclusively to Kitsune and renouncing the other gods. Blinded by his pain and by the rage of feeling abandoned, my former disciple agreed to this pact. True to his word, he established the exclusive cult of Kitsune, and, ready to do anything to save his wife, he ruthlessly killed those who refused to follow his madness, and he even ended up seriously injuring me. Susano might have been able to reason with Amaterasu, but without warning anyone, she had already gone to fetch the sacred water for him. When she returned, she found the village in flames and bloodshed. Devastated by this bout of madness from the man she had always considered her brother, she swore not to let these crimes go unpunished. And in her quest for justice, she returned to the garden to implore the help of the gods. was Tengu, the raven god, who answered her call. Under his wing, and with the help of the survivors, she built the Aki clan. And that is when this merciless war began against those whom Amaterasu had rallied under his banner, the Natsu clan. As for me, I am now the guardian of the bridge that leads to the Garden of the Gods, so that the influence of the divine never causes such ordeals again.
Kushina. That's my mother's name. So that means Amaterasu.
Jinmu,
But then, Amaterasu.
great-grandfather. It is your magic necklace is a token of affection given by Amaterasu to his daughter, through which he passed on his protection to you in turn, a love that protected you from Orochi's.
So Amaterasu doesn't know that my...
Yes. Susanoo kept everything from him to protect your parents, and you, the...
Even after all this...
Maybe Tengu deliberately obfuscated her mind to perpetuate her feud with...
Hatred, wars... It's all the gods.
Arrogant! You can't...
But you...
Do not count on my help!
So I have to challenge... Despite knowing...
It is my duty to watch over my descendants. You can stay with me if you...
Thank you.
Jinmu, disturbed by these revelations, stayed a while with the Fuyu clan, using his time to train and think.
You've beaten me again.
It's still not enough.
Only a fool would provoke Susanoo.
Without a pact?
Those were different times. If a god liked you, they would sometimes offer their help without...
So it is possible...
Yes, but that was before Kitsune. The other gods were furious when the situation got out of hand.
Maybe I haven't...
The story Izanagi told Jinmu had convinced him that he should stop the war himself. The two rivals, blinded by their hatred, would listen to none but their idols. But Jinmu would force them to return to reason. And if he had to fight them for it, then so it would be. Fortunately, he felt like the words of the samurai had opened a way for him. With a fresh impetus, Jinmu quickened his pace. If he could convince a higher being to help him, that power might be enough to end this madness. He just needed a push to rise to their level. The blessing of a god who would work for people.
I should have known. I cannot let you cross this bridge.
Just one last time. To put it... Only a god can help me fight on equal grounds against...
Bringing a supreme being into the situation will only make... I am the guardian. I failed to stop your grandparents. And because of that...
Orochi. These snowstorms were your doing. What? You received a divine gift yourself.
You do not understand. The anger of the gods was going to destroy our world. I had no choice but to accept Orochi's help, and you know nothing of the pact that binds us.
You may be strong, but your idol is weak. If I could cross swords with my grandparents, then I can defeat you.
All I can do now.
I promise.
I recognize here the arrogance of your grandfather.
Jinmu had triumphed over the first samurai and prepared to enter the realm of the gods, his confidence and determination renewed.
Here I am, finally in this legendary garden. Magnificent. No painting could do it justice. But it is strangely empty. No, I feel like I'm being watched.
Who dares enter our lands?
My name is Jinmu.
Don't try to flatter me, you fool.
I came to...
Am I to understand?
No way! I don't want to do that. Our wars are the result of your carelessness and the prideful desires of some other gods who used human.
How dare you give... What arrogance! Why should the...
Your greatness is only expressed in the devotion of those who submit to you. Grant me your power, and
That's a very ambitious...
if someone can do it, it's me, by virtue of my blood. With your help,
Interesting points.
That's it?
I haven't eaten humans in ages. It's bad for digestion.
So it was...
You weren't even polite. Anyway, show me you can handle it, and entertain me.
Nobody can beat me with this.
Well, receive my strength. Channel the incessant flow of Ryujin, the dragon god, through your sword. My power brings...
Yeah.